how beautiful this is. We're in the Food Line Kitchen built by Cabinetry with TLC, and Lindee is making a Christmas trifle for us.
Right.
And this is pretty involved. You say this is not something that you just whip up for family and guests the day of, right?
And actually, this is the first year I've ever made it myself. My mother makes it every year for Christmas Eve, and I almost feel like I'm breaking a Christmas rule by bringing it in and sharing it with you guys ahead of time. But I went ahead and did it.
Well, we appreciate it. That's nice.
The recipe is online, and it is very long. However, it is very worth it, and it's something you can make a couple days even ahead, and actually tastes better when it's set for a little while.
Okay, all right, good to know.
So I went ahead and started it before I came in today, and I thought we could all do the last layer together.
Okay.
A trifle is basically a pudding with pound cake and some dried fruits. Okay.
Oh, all right.
That's the basic trifle. You can do
Okay, and then you just layer that.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you want to help, we'll go ahead
Sure.
and do, and this is a pound cake layer we're going to do next, right on top of the pudding.
Okay. All right. Now, did you make this pound cake, or did you?
I did not. And this recipe actually came from Bon Appetit, 1991, and my mother has made it since 1991.
Wow.
And it is a tradition. And all of my food today was provided by the Roanoke Food Co-op. So these are all, the best of the best ingredients. And if you're in my class tonight, you'll get to sample the rest of this.
Oh, nice.
So no, you can make your pound cake, but this is just a Sara Lee pound cake that works just as well, and it saves you some time.
Okay.
So, and before we do that, you have to, there's alcohol involved in this. That's what makes it taste so good.
Oh,
so
all
this
right.
is a little mix of the rum and the liqueur that's part of the recipe, and this is the remainder of it, and you pour it on top because it's going to soak in.
Soak into that pound cake.
Yes,
Oh,
and
wow.
that's why it's kind of better when it sits for.
I can see why now.
And then I'm trying to think which I'm messing up my layers here.
I don't
Yes,
know.
I
I'm
am.
trying to look.
So our next layer
Okay.
is this is like a pureed apricot, and what you want to do is kind of not smash it totally against the side because you want it to look pretty. So I try to kind of set it close, and then that way whenever you pour your pudding on there, I may have to use my fingers.
Okay.
And this is better when you can make it all at once instead of having to make it and bring it into a TV show. That kind of messes things up a bit, so it should go in a little smoother. And then we'll do our chocolate.
Chocolate, and this is chocolate. What is this, chocolate pudding? Or?
It's a like a chocolate sauce, and really, like I said, if we were at home, this should pour out. But I made it ahead of time, and
so it's kind of clumpy. That's
yeah,
fine.
it's got a little too cool, but still, it will taste just fine.
Right.
And then sometimes you can just spill it on the counter and stuff.
Hey, then that just means it's going to be good.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It just makes people
messier the better.
and people walk in the kitchen like, Lindee's worked really hard. Look at that mess that she's made. So that I actually did that on purpose. So, and then this is a little bit of raspberry. Like I said,
wow.
Kind of do these. I don't know how much time we have here. If it's going to take a while, but
Yeah.
so we'll get it going here. Then our last layer of the pudding.
It does look really pretty from the outside too, with a clear bowl like that.
Yeah, so this is your typical, you can shop for this, a trifle bowl. And it will be called that when you
Okay.
go looking for one.
All right.
You can get them at TJ Maxx, Macy's, Belk. Okay, so, and then you finish it off and you're gonna pipe some whipped cream around it.
Are we going to spank the trifle? That's the main question today.
This is not one of those spanking recipes, but you are welcome if you
If I so desire.
Yes, if you so desire. So I'm trying to do this real fast here, but if you get the idea, you just kind of top it off.
Look how beautiful that is.
And you want the presentation is the big part. Like I said,
Yes.
my mom makes this every year. We all wait for it. She brings it out, and it's the highlight. And then you can eat it for breakfast for days.
Oh my
afterwards,
goodness,
because it gets better.
I was going to say, I'm sure that sponge cake is really good after
And then
soaking in all that
It is.
alcohol.
It's really good. And then I candied some apricots, and these are, a lot of times you get your apricots and they're very orange, but these are candied, and they were from the food co-op, so they're not artificially colored. They just kind of,
Just plop those in wherever.
yeah, add a little.
Man.
And you bring it out with your big trifle spoon, which we,
And then everybody just digs in. I don't want to mess it up, Lindee, because you're going to take this to the co-op tonight, aren't you?
Yes, but it is so, and like I said, by the time, if you were coming to class tonight, or the people that are going to be in class tonight, they're going to get It's going to taste a lot better because it's had time to sit up and
right.
soak. Yeah. So this is like, when you're getting the holidays and everybody's making a meal and it gets to be overwhelming. This is very good, and this is something you can make actually even a couple days ahead, and then just do your whipped cream at the end. And
yes. All right.
And it'll be something you guys can add every year to your tradition.
I know, right? Yes, and I'm going to be like, Lindee, darn you! Why did you share this recipe? Because it's so good and so involved, but worth it, like you said.
Yes, it is. It is definitely.
Okay, and we will share the recipe on our website at datetimeblueridge.com. All I have to do is click on food and look for the English chocolate trifle. Is there still availability in the class tonight?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have to say these have been these classes have been selling out, and they're a lot of fun. I mean, you can just call the co-op and see what their schedule's like. They sometimes will have wait lists, but they are a lot of fun. It's a lot of community involvement, and I always learn stuff from the people there, too.
I bet, because you kind of share secrets along the way.
Yes.
Lindee, thank you so much for sharing that.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I'm going to leave it as is because it's too pretty to mess up.
We'll wait.
We will wait. All right, we'll be right back. We hope you enjoyed today's recipe in the Food Lion kitchen. Remember, by shopping at your local Food Lion and picking up their quality store brand items, you can feed your family well while also saving money. Find great recipes and more at foodlion.com.